That is me silently screaming, because if I actually screamed as loud as I wanted to scream with how excited I am, my microphone would probably blow up. Oh my gosh, welcome to my channel. My name is Liv if you're new here, and this is my first official fall vlog. Not to mention, probably my first vlog I have done in months, basically all year. I vlogged a trip, I vlogged when sunrise came out, but I really have not given you guys any vlog content. And low-key, I've just been saving that energy for the fall season because I'm hoping to bring you weekly vlogs. That doesn't mean I'm necessarily going to upload every single Friday, but I'm just so stoked to get into some fall reads, to get into all the fall fun activities, and just all the different things that come with fall. I could not be more excited. I have seen some of you in my comments tell me, oh, it's not even September yet, or ooh, it's still 90 degrees out. Does it look like I care? But in all honesty, it's September, so it's finally acceptable to celebrate fall, which is what we're going to be doing in this video. We are going to be going fall decor shopping, getting our first pumpkin spice latte, browsing the bookstore for some fall books, decorating my house, watching maybe our first fall movie, and just enjoying the start of the season because even though it is still kind of hot where I am, it is getting cooler in the mornings. The mornings are crisp, the nights are getting darker sooner, and for some reason that just makes me so excited. As you can see, I have already decorated my bookshelves because this is not the first fall video I have put out. I have gotten so many new people, new friends join here, which makes me so excited because you are joining at the perfect time. I love fall, and I'm sure you're here on my channel for that exact reason, but thank you for subscribing. I've gotten a huge influx of followers. I am just so excited that you're here. So if you're new here, definitely leave me a comment. But like I said, I already decorated my shelves because I pre-filmed a lot in August. But now that it's finally September, I'm ready to decorate my living room, bring out all my fall mugs. Also, you guys, this was such a hard decision. I had to pick one or two books to be my first fall reads of the season, and I had the hardest time trying to figure out what exactly I wanted to read. I honestly have just been in the mood for some cozy fantasy, but also I love a good gothic vibe. So I decided that my first fall read that we're gonna read together is Rewitched by Lucy Jane Wood. This book was everywhere last year. The cover is amazing and it sounds so cute. It's about this girl that works at a bookshop, and I believe she's asked to buy the bookshop or just overtake it, and for whatever reason she says no because she doesn't believe in herself. Well, she's also a witch. I don't know what else is gonna happen in this book. It looks very cute. There's a cat, it looks magical, there's a bookstore, and I've heard that this actually has some emotional or hard-hitting kind of topics, so I think this is just gonna be the perfect mood to kind of ease me into the fall season. But also, if I'm able to finish that one, I do want to start one of the most recent books I've gotten in the mail from Fairy Loot, which is Immortal Consequences. This book sounds amazing. This takes place at Blackwood Academy. I believe there's like 6 different viewpoints or 6 different students, but this academy is actually kind of set in like purgatory, where these students have to compete to see if they can be like the next person to help souls move on, and if they don't win, I think they get sent to like the other side, and no one really knows what the other side is. This looks like the perfect gothic dark academia vibe. So between Rewitched and this book, I definitely think that I'm gonna have all the vibes covered, and honestly I just can't resist starting this because it sounds absolutely phenomenal. So those are the 2 books that hopefully we're gonna be reading. So I think to start us out, we must go get a pumpkin latte or some sort of pumpkin coffee from Starbucks and walk around the bookstore. I feel like that's gonna put me in the mood to finally celebrate fall. And then after that, I think I'm gonna go try to browse TJ Maxx because I don't really have a Home Goods near me, sadly, but I do want to jump on TJ Maxx early because they typically have a lot of good stuff. I think we're gonna go to those 2 stores, and honestly maybe even Target, because who doesn't love a good Target run? And then I will come back and share with you what I picked up, and then hopefully we can go ahead and get to decorating. Let's just go ahead and get this fall vlog started. visitor. Hi, Queenie. Oh, we have another one. Oh, look. Oh, my sweet baby dogs. Okay, sorry about that. I have so much stuff sitting out on the floor. I had to go put them away, so I'm gonna have to make this a little bit snappy, but I have some fun things to share with you that I cannot wait to put out. I really am going kind of minimal this year. We are renting this house, and I just feel like to buy wall art and all of these things to put on the wall and different things like that is just really difficult when you're not really allowed to do that. So I am going to be putting my bats up here again. We did get a new like TV stand a couple months ago, so I do have a little bit more room to work with, but generally this is a pretty small area like where I'm sitting, so I do have to kind of like, I don't know, be creative with this space. But before we get into all the things that I've picked up, I do have some other things that I've gotten over time that I wanted to share. I did end up getting these two books at the bookstore. Both of these are very anticipated reads for me. The Late Night Witches, I loved In the Company of Witches by Orly Wallace. This looks so fun. I don't even really know what it's about. I loved In the Company of Witches so much that I just honestly don't even care. It's on Prince Edward Island. It is set in the month of October. Also, wow, it just got really dark. Anyways, this looks so cozy and so much fun. And then House of the Beast. Do you see this creepy cover? This is supposed to be some type of romantasy, but with a gothic twist. And I want to say there's like a touch of horror. So I'm a little bit scared, but like also look at the end pages, but then there's some really like creepy weird illustrations. And then also in the mail, you guys, I'm so excited to get to this. I have the Fairy Loot of Calabasas. This is stunning. Not at all necessarily what I pictured, but look at this. This is so freaking cool. I think it's going to be dark, but it's going to be really fun and suspenseful. But yeah, these are the three books I've recently acquired, but I did get these at the bookstore the other day. And another fun activity I wanted to share, in case you're interested, I haven't checked if this is in stock, but I am hoping to do one of these every single week. Diamond Art Club now has small, like mini, I guess, jewel diamond paintings that you can do, but they have autumn ones, you guys. These are so freaking cute. Look at the different ones. This is gonna be so much fun. I love coloring, but this is so much faster. All of them come with like this orange border, so if you do end up framing it, I think that would be super fun to create like a collage with them at the end of fall. This is gonna be like a fun little audiobook type of activity, but if you are looking for something smaller that's not like this giant canvas, Diamond Art does sell these tiny kits, and I bought this over the summer, and I was like, I need to share this with you guys because I know some of you guys diamond paint too. Another thing that I recently got, which I've talked about Casey from Forever Booked multiple times here on my channel, but I'm going to shout her out again because I had to get a fall Kindle case. This one was on sale. I don't think that she actually sells this anymore, but this one is like this cute little checkered trick-or-treat with pumpkins, bats, a ghost, and the inside I love because it has a little like loop to put your hand, of course. This was my one like Kindle purchase. Instead of getting like a bunch of fall stickers this year, I really wanted to get something that would make me happy every single day that I saw it. She has some other amazing like Twilight, Disney, and just so many different things. Goosebumps, I think, of different designs, so I would definitely check her out. I had to shout her out because I'm going to be using this all fall long. Another thing that I have one of my patrons, Lena, to thank for this because it has absolutely changed my coffee game. I do not know where you can find this in stores, but I bought it on Amazon. It is this Hollander pumpkin pie sauce. You guys, I'm sure, have seen the Torani syrup, like the pumpkin spice syrup. This is an actual game changer. It is a sauce. You smell this. Oh my god, it smells like Thanksgiving. It smells like fall. I have already been using this for like a week or two, and I will be buying every single flavor that they have. I will not be drinking pumpkin stuff at Starbucks anymore because they just do not make it how I like. I am absolutely obsessed with this. I do have another thing that I got early. I had to jump on this early. I knew it was gonna sell out, and it has. I don't think you can get this anywhere, but I did manage to get my hands on this small wallflower from Bath & Body Works. I don't even go to Bath & Body Works, guys. I don't buy their candles. They're too expensive for me, but this little bookshop wallflower, I knew I had to have this. Not only is this a wallflower. It projects onto the wall with like books and glasses and fall leaves. It's like a little projector on the back. It is the cutest thing ever. So I got some other scents. I think the one I'm burning now is like pumpkin waffles or something. I have honey apple crisp. We have sweater weather, my absolute favorite. Pumpkin chai, another absolute favorite. I also just love looking at the colors of all these together. It's just so much fun. But yeah, I don't actually have a wallflower burning at all anywhere in my house, so that was like my one splurge that I didn't necessarily need, but I really wanted. Another thing that I picked up recently, I knew I had to have it because I've seen this girl before. I've seen her artwork literally everywhere, and every single time I see it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need this. Her artwork is so incredible. This is the cutest Stars Hollow. I'm trying not to get a reflection here. She's beautiful. I have no words. I got this cheap brown frame for like 10 bucks from Amazon. I'm trying to give you guys some of the details, but it's hard because the camera's literally right there. So this is probably my favorite thing I've picked up, and I know you guys are probably gonna want one too. So I am gonna leave it in my description, but yeah, I just cannot stop staring at this. I also get questions all the time about where I get my bats that I put up on the wall. So I will leave these down below in the description as well. They're literally just $6 to $7 little plastic bats. I told you this last year. Do not use the foam sticky pads on the back of these because it will take the paint off your wall. This is probably my favorite way to fill all the white space we have. Another thing that I'm hoping to put on my TV stand that will hopefully come together, I'll kind of show it to you in some b-roll, but I have some black like candlesticks, and I got these taper candles. They look kind of orange in the video, but they're very neon in real life, and I was gonna set them next to my poster with some garland. It's gonna be super cute, but I actually have some terracotta burnt orange candles on the way because these are just way too bright. So anyways, if you do like these candles though, they're super fun, but they're just a little bit too bright for my living room. Okay, I only picked up 2 things from TJ Maxx, you guys. I was a little bit floored. They had more of like purple, orange, ghosty, a little bit more cheesy, not as much like natural beige pumpkins, like things I usually gravitate towards. So I don't know what was up with TJ Maxx, but they were not very well stocked. But I did end up getting 2 of these apple honey butter candles from DW Home. This is the best candle that has ever been made. If you find these, buy them all. They smell so good. I even burn these sometimes year round because it just smells incredible. Favorite candle of all time. It's probably the only candle I will burn all fall long because oh my goodness, I wish you guys could smell this. It is absolutely incredible. I've been looking for like the cutest little ghosty pillow to put on my office chair or even on the couch, and I found the cutest pair. I think this is Martha Stewart. Look at these. There's a his and there's a hers. Isn't this so cute? There's nothing on the back. They are well like stuffed though. They're very firm. Kind of like a good reading pillow to set your book on. I love these. I think they're absolutely adorable, and I need names for them. So if you can think of a name, you should definitely put it in the comments. Next, we're on to a couple Target items because oddly enough, they did not have anything in their dollar section. They did not have any like pumpkins out. Like there was like close to nothing. They had a couple things in the Joanna Gaines like department, but there was really nothing. I don't know if I'm just looking too early, but regardless, I was very happy to snatch this pillow because as you can see behind me, I've had one pillow for ages now, but I have not been able to find a second one. So I saw this and I was like, yep, we are finally going to complete my couch with this orange pillow. Obviously, I feel like these colors are very fall and more of the look I'm going for this year, which is like neutral, burnt orange, terracotta, maybe some blacks is kind of the vibe. So I can finally complete my couch with this pillow. And the only other thing I was able to grab, which is something I have been looking for, so I feel like it was just fate that there was only one left. I found the absolute perfect orange knitted throw blanket. I don't know if I'm going to keep this on my couch or my reading chair, but it's so soft and thick. I love when you go into a store with something in mind and you find exactly what you're looking for. That's exactly what happened to me with this blanket, and I'm absolutely in love. Last but not least, we have the Hobby Lobby haul, which isn't really a huge haul. I was just looking for a couple specific things, and lo and behold, I found this adorable garland. This is the perfect brownish orange color and it's nice and full. There's no lights on it or anything. I was tempted to get some of these for my bookshelf, but I think I like my office to be a little bit more orangey. But I think this is gonna go perfect with the wood back here and everything, I hope. So I'm excited to get it up and see what it ends up looking like. But yeah, this is the perfect color I was looking for, so very excited for that. I also do not have, what would you call this, a home decor tray. I found this cute little scalloped decor tray that I feel like is the perfect size to put on my coffee table. And then of course I can't just leave something like this empty. So at first I did find this adorable little glass jar. I love like the amber color for some reason, especially for fall. I think this is gonna be so cute, but then I had a dilemma because I also found this beautiful amber jar and I love the pattern on this. This is just so stunning. Because these were both 50% off, I ended up buying both of them. And then to put in one of them, because I cannot decide, I just have this beautiful little kind of neutral orangey flower arrangement. I'm probably gonna have to take it apart, cut it apart, but I think it's gonna go perfect in here and then here. And then I got the Heartland Harvest notes of citrus zest, cinnamon, brown sugar, sweet vanilla, and maple syrup drizzle. So apparently that's just all of the fall things you could want. This is so cute on the top. It's a wood wick. I think the 3 of these things, maybe we can put some books on here and just kind of make it look cute for my coffee table. There's nothing on my coffee table. It's either a mess or there's nothing on it, so we're gonna see what we can do. Another random item I found, you guys know I'm always cooking apple cinnamon muffins, or I make basically a loaf of banana bread every single week. I found these cute little cupcake paper holders because they're just cute and autumnal and festive. And the last thing, which is actually the first thing I put in my cart, is these adorable little velvet mushrooms. Cannot decide if I want to use them in my bathroom, on my bookshelves, out here somewhere, but I picked the 3 most fall autumnal colors that I'm absolutely obsessed with. I feel like you could leave these out through Thanksgiving as well. They're so whimsical. I'm obsessed. I think that is so far all the things that I bought. I'm sure I'm going to see other things here and there to add to my collection. I don't have a ton to decorate. It shouldn't take me too long, but I am a perfectionist, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. I think I'm gonna turn on the audio maybe of Rewitched. By the way, I'm absolutely loving that book. It's a 5-star like feeling right up front, and I couldn't have picked a better book to get into the fall season. It is so cute. It's in London. I'm obsessed. But to give me some energy to decorate and continue filming, I thought we would open our last Alani Witch's Brew. I've had 5 of these. I put this in the back of my fridge because I was gonna save it for when I was finally decorating for fall. This is the last one. It's like a sour apple Jolly Rancher. So good. Cheers, and let's go ahead and start decorating for fall. You guys, I cannot film without these doggies. This is why I never film when these two are around and you never see them, because they are constantly in the way. We're mostly decorated now. I am probably going to put up some garland on my dresser as well as some bats, but I don't know if I have the energy for that for this video. So I mainly wanted to get my living room feeling extra cozy, which I'm already feeling all the coziness, and I'm ready to sit down after we make some pumpkin bread. I usually just use the quick Pillsbury cake bread mix because it's so good and easy. You can add chocolate chips or whatever you want to it. So I'm probably just going to make a quick loaf of that. But I did just want to tell you guys, I am halfway through Bewitched, and this is going to be one of my favorite books of the year, I think. It is so cozy, it is so cute, and it's actually been full of surprises. I'm halfway through it. There's been some deeper meanings and deeper concepts and other things that I just don't want to spoil. But when I tell you, this book is the coziest way to kick off your fall season. You need to pick this up. I'm so excited because now I only have a couple weeks until Uncharmed. I'm obviously tabbing it as well, and oh my word, I wish I had chosen this as like a book club choice or something because it's so much fun. It's witty. I love the narration. It's British. It's set in London. Like, there's just so much to this that I am absolutely loving. I'm loving it more than I thought, so I'm pleasantly surprised. I also started the first couple chapters of Immortal Consequences, and I honestly don't know how to feel about it yet. There's 6 different narrators, which is keeping me very intrigued, but essentially these students are stuck at this academy and it's basically purgatory. I believe they're gonna have to go through some trials of some sort, but I'm 100 pages in and it's a very slow burn. So I'm not exactly sure what's gonna be happening in this book, but it's all the gothic dark academia vibes you could want. So if that's something you're looking for, definitely check this out. It's definitely reading more debut, which is not a bad thing, but I've definitely read other books like this. Like, I can definitely tell she's pulling from Harry Potter a little bit, The Maze Runner. There's other things that I'm getting nostalgic feelings from as I'm reading this, which is honestly kind of fun. We're gonna go ahead and continue to hopefully finish this one and read some more of Immortal Consequences, but I think we need to make ourselves a pumpkin coffee and we need to bake some pumpkin bread because it's kind of getting rainy over here, and I feel like that is the perfect vibe to get some reading done. I'm going to continue on with both of these books and give you an update later. basically done and decorated as much as it can be in this room. I am just feeling extra grateful to have such a nice, beautiful home to make cozy during the Burr months, and now all we need is the weather to cooperate and finally stay a little bit cooler. But I'm just so grateful for a new fall season and that you're here and that everybody's excited for fall. At the end of this video, I actually was going to share some of my personal fall favorite things, whether it's recipes or games, but I think I'm actually gonna save that for the next video because this is already getting fairly long. Because in this video, I just wanted to do all the fun fall staple things just to kind of ease us into the fall season. I did want to tell you about my reading though. This I finished. Absolutely amazing. I know this is not going to be for everyone because it is cozy fantasy. It's a little bit slow and it's lighter on the romance, which personally I appreciated, but the romance we did get was absolutely chef's kiss. There was so many things that I tabbed, as you can see, so I just wanted to read a couple little snippets to maybe convince you to pick this up as well. Magic in the mundane can be difficult to find, but it is always waiting patiently somewhere, snuffling quietly, curled up like a sleeping animal, and ready to be found by those searching hard enough. I think that is so accurate, especially when you're trying to look for little grateful things that you're thankful for. I really would love to start another like gratitude journal just to be able to see the little glimmers and hopes and ways that God is working in my life. I just want to put that quote as like a phone wallpaper or something so I see it every day because I just absolutely love that. Move the books out of your way. There's a lot of them in this house. The pages provide the most golden company when one feels the pestering tap of loneliness. Books are such a big part of escapism for me and just entertainment, and I feel like that quote right there defined it perfectly. There was so many moments in this book where I've never been able to put into words how I feel about books and reading, and Lucy Jane Wood did such a great job at that. Fate can't be twisted and turned as you like. What's meant for you is meant for you. No matter which take you turn or hurdle you stumble at, you'll always end up on the path that's meant for you. Let the dust settle on choices that you've made or that you didn't make. Leave all those different lives behind and make peace that this is the right one for you. And then this one last quote, what was the best that could happen? I feel like is such a good question to ask yourself every single day when you wake up. What's the best thing that could happen today? Instead of living in a state of anxiety or fear, I think it's so important that we ask ourselves, what is the best thing that could happen today? There's my little TED talk about this book to try to convince you, but there's just so many little snippets of gold that just gave me pure joy and it truly warmed my heart. So I'm very much looking forward to this second book. There was a lot of different things, like I said, that were surprising, that were kind of dark. It reminded me of Harry Potter, reminded me of You've Got Mail. Like there's just so many different places she took from inspiration. It's cozy, it's perfect, and I loved every second of it. And unfortunately, I did not get to finish Immoral Consequences, but I am halfway through, so I'm hoping to finish this off in a future reading vlog with you, but I'm still feeling a little bit back and forth about it. I'm enjoying the atmosphere and I'm enjoying the mystery of it, which I can't really talk too much about, but it is getting heavier on the romance. There's like 3 different romance subplots, which are not my favorite, but they're slowly turning into like the main plot, and I kind of just want to get back to like the spooky atmospheric vibes. But what I have really liked and what I think she's done well is she's actually created 6 different viewpoints, but I genuinely care about each different viewpoint. I'm not looking forward to one more than the other, and I think that's what's really keeping the pace of this book going for me. So in case you can't tell, I'm getting a 4-star feeling kind of out of this one, but a million stars for this one. But I am so looking forward to the many more reading vlogs and spooky books and cozy books we're gonna read together this season. I just truly want to take off the pressure of uploading a certain time or uploading a certain day and just enjoy reading and taking you guys with me on the journey, because fall is supposed to be magical and I really want to just enjoy the coziness of the season. But thank you so much for watching. Leave me a comment below if you've already decorated for fall, what your fall first read has been, what's your favorite like fall activity. Leave me some type of fallish emoji, anything in the comments, so we can just flood the comments with all of the fall things and get excited together, because I'm extra excited now that all of this is up. So thank you for watching. I love you guys so incredibly much, and I will see you in my next fall video.